because I want to share my journey with you. In the last 6 months, I have lost 30 pounds, and I've managed to do this whilst dealing with chronic pain, fatigue, and a spinal injury. And I've had to continue working full time, raising 3 young kids, and I've done it all through a combination of hybrid training. So that combines running and bodybuilding. I had this genius idea. Well, I say genius, time will tell, I guess. I thought, you know what, let's start vlogging this journey all on YouTube, try and keep myself accountable, and try and create my own community of like-minded people. You know, people who can help and support people who are undertaking their own journeys, no matter what that is. Whether you're weightlifting, whether you're trying to lose weight, gain weight, whether you're a footballer, a rugby player, I don't care. You know, we're all on a journey and we should all be supporting each other. I mean, running, it wasn't only great for my physical health, but it also helped me mentally. It gave me a sense of freedom and control. There's nothing that quite feels like running through the country roads, either early in the morning or late in the evening, or even after dark. Seeing the countryside, smelling the fresh air, just getting out there and getting it done, even when your body and brain say no, gave me freedom. And that, the training, everything, it was really essential in me sort of managing my chronic pain and my fatigue. You know, as I started to run and do the bodybuilding side by side, I really did notice changes in my body. I was getting stronger, I was getting lean, I was getting a lot leaner, I was getting leaner quicker than I thought I would. And I was getting more confidence as well, because things like my running times were coming down as well. You know, it wasn't just about lifting more weight, it wasn't just about how much weight I was losing, it was things about, you know, noticing things that I was running a lot quicker. I went from struggling to do 11-12 minute mile to running sub 8 minute miles. You know, and things like that, that was huge. That was such a huge encouragement for me. And the biggest part of all for me was being able to reduce my pain medication. Now, over the years, I've been on things like tramadol, morphine tablets, more liquid morphine, morphine patches, cocodamol. I've been on nerve blockers. I've been on oxycodone. I've been on dihydrocodone. I've been on pretty much all of them. I can't remember whether I mentioned morphine patches, but I did that as well. But yeah, I've been on all sorts. And now I'm at a point where I'm just on the odd cocodamol here and there. Some days I can manage with just paracetamol and ibuprofen. But for me, the one thing I've had to do is get realistic. I know I'm not going to be pain-free, probably ever, because unfortunately I have multiple health conditions and I have multiple injuries. I mean, 10 years ago I fractured my spine in 3 places, had an MRI and found out I previously fractured it and didn't know, and then wondered why I had back issues even in the first place. But before that, I broke my foot in 5 places. I had multiple surgeries. I tore my Achilles tendon. I dislocated both hips in the crash. So yeah, there's been a lot of things. But looking back, there has been many pivotal moments in my journey, from reducing my pain medication and reaching my current weight goal. I say current because I've still got a good 30-40 pounds to lose, which I think you'll be able to see. You know, it's kind of obvious. But yeah, for me, you know, one of the biggest things was realising that I was actually capable of more than I thought. Like I say, going from struggling to do an 11-12 minute mile to running a sub 8 minute mile. At one point I even got to below sub 7, and I've run races, as you can see behind me. I've done a couple of 10Ks, I did a 5 mile race as well. I've done a number of park runs. My park run time has gone from about 31-32 minutes down to around 29 minutes. Which is nowhere near what I was doing years ago. 20 years ago, I was running 5Ks in sub 16 minutes. But I say, never going to get back there. Not going to happen. I'm too old, too out of condition, and too many injuries. Sometimes you have to re-evaluate your perspective on things. You have to re-evaluate your goals, and you have to sort of get real and realise that what you want and what you're capable of aren't necessarily the same thing. So, like I say, just sit back and have a think and reevaluate what you want. In the end, I've lost 30 pounds so far in the last 6 months, and I'm really, really happy with that. And it was all down to the hybrid training approach with the running and the bodybuilding, and it was a massive key to my success. It not only helped me lose the weight, but it also helped me improve my health and my well-being. Like I say, I'm on far less painkillers than I've been on for many years. And part of the reason I put on so much weight was because I was inactive due to the injuries, and I'd just kind of given up and thought, you know what, that's it, that's me, I'm in pain, I'm just going to have to deal with it. you kind of get to a point where you sort of think to yourself, this is me for life now, you know, I'm just going to have to deal with the pain. I've had a couple of procedures. I had a procedure not that long ago where I had anaesthetic injected into the nerves in my spine. Didn't work. It lasted for a couple of days, but it showed me that there was possibly some light at the end of the tunnel. I'm now waiting for another procedure, which is going to be nerve ablation, where they use radio frequency to burn the nerves, which is a bit more invasive and serious than the previous procedure, but this one should have longer lasting effects. The first procedure was more of a sort of tester, because they knew that if they injected the anaesthetic into the nerves and it worked, even if it was only for a couple of days, which it was, they knew that they'd got the right thing and there was a way to stop the pain, hopefully. But I'll get onto that again in a future video once I've had the procedure. Yeah, if you're on a journey of your own, I would love to hear about it in the comments below, guys. You know, what's worked for you? What's been the biggest challenge? Share your story. Let's support each other on this journey to a happier and healthier us. There'll be a lot more to come. As I say, I'm going to be vlogging every step of this journey. I'll be vlogging things like park runs, races, my weight training, things like what I eat in a day, my everyday life, holidays. I'll be vlogging pretty much everything, guys. So come and join me, but please remember to like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. And just remember one thing, guys, it's all about getting it done. It's that simple.